Hello, sexy souls. Welcome. I don't know why I laughed. Welcome to my channel. For anyone that is new, I am the Raven Tarot here on YouTube and some other social medias. You might find me. Welcome, and I'm actually really excited to do this reading. I don't know why. I just have like a vibe. So today what I want to do is I want to talk relationships. You know, everybody loves talking about relationships, and it's one of the most popular like topics here for pick a cards. So what I'm going to do is the future of this relationship. So whatever relationship you are currently in, that is what I'm focusing in on. Also, I'm going to try and not make it confusing, and I'm just going to try and say someone. So it could be you or it could be them. If I say you and it isn't you, remember this is a general reading. Just sometimes I forget. So yeah, just don't take it. Also, these are for entertainment purposes. If you want a personal reading, which will be more detailed, way more detailed, you can book with me. I have my link down below in the description box. It's just because also, I'm wanting to try and make my readings a little bit more general, because sometimes I go too deep and then I confuse myself because, yeah. But anyway, that's blah blah. Forget about that. But yes. Also, I'm going to use a new deck today. For anyone that has been watching, these are my go-to 3 decks. So, just choose any of the 3 decks. If you don't know how this works, you just, I don't know, meditate or something and choose whatever deck you're drawn to, and we shall get started. Yes. So this is, oh my god, what is it? Steampunk Tarot. This is Deviant Moon Tarot, and this one is called Spellcaster's Tarot. For anyone that wanted to know, because I'm probably not going to put that in the description box below. So yes, whenever you are ready, you can go down and click the timestamps below in the description box. Okay, enough rambling for now. Goodbye and see you in a minute. So, hello group number 1 who chose the Steampunk Tarot. Let's start and see what's the future of this relationship. I'm just going to kind of go quickly with a few general. I'm just going to give it a good shuffle and then just, oh fuck. I'm going to give the deck a good shuffle so that I can just pick from the top each time I want to talk. I've already actually given it a proper shuffle, so I don't know why I'm doing it again, but anyway. Okay, let's put the deck down. Also, this might get a bit messy if you're here for aesthetic. Sorry. So, let's see. Okay, the first card we have is the Lovers. Okay, so this is a stable relationship is what I'm seeing, and it's, for me, it feels like this relationship, so far, so good. And you're kind of probably like, why is it going so good? Why are we not having maybe some problems that other people in relationships are having? And it's just like you're kind of doubting things. Okay, so whatever that is, sorry, that's my crazy neighbor upstairs. Probably, I don't know what he does, but he literally it's like he's, I don't know, collapsing every half an hour, I don't know. Anyway, so the Lovers, yeah, so it's just like when I'm looking here, it's kind of like you're saying, why is it so good? Let's see. That's what I'm feeling. Like everything feels very stable. Like even from people looking at you, they're like, wow, you're in a really good relationship. This could be the one, kind of thing. And you're just kind of like, I'm not sure though. The next card I have is the 5 of Swords. So really, I don't really feel, sorry, reversed, 5 of Swords reversed. So I don't really feel like you have really had many arguments, and a lot of the time you think maybe we should be having arguments. Like, is that what a healthy relationship is like? I wouldn't say arguments, I would say discussions. Communication is very important. So really, I feel like that's nothing to worry about. That's something that you probably are thinking about a lot. Like, why don't we argue? Like, what's that about? Just try and stop that thought pattern, okay? Notice what is happening. Like, you're both a mirror representation of each other. So like, if you don't like to argue and they're not arguing, then why try and kind of make the situation confusing for yourself? Like, for me, everything's is fine, okay, with like how happy you are together. I do think that the two of you maybe have had difficult kind of past relationships, or even difficult like upbringing, and like parents, maybe you've seen your parents kind of having a difficult time. So it's kind of like, for me, it feels like the shift is in the karma. Someone's karma here has been shifted, so that's why it's kind of like a good match, you two. The next card I have is strength. Right, I do feel like why you might be thinking, okay, what's going on here? And for me, it's passion. This is where you're starting to doubt. Okay, so you're kind of like, I'm always there for them, but there's just not enough passion. It kind of feels like they're a bit lazy when it comes to romance, and they're kind of like not always in the mood for things, and you always feel like you have to be the one to kind of keep the passion going. And I say, yes, keep doing what you're doing and just learn how to like adapt with that, because so far that's the only real issue, is like the passion is kind of lost. But stay strong and be there for this person, because if you see this lion, they're wounded. So whoever in the relationship is kind of still healing from some kind of a wound, and that could be like spiritual wounds. Like, so maybe they I don't know why that's coming up. This is for a small portion of you. Someone I feel like might have went through a divorce, or it could also be that their parents went through a divorce, so that's kind of like a trauma that's affecting them. So don't know what that's about, but I felt that. So that's kind of why the passion needs some work, but I think it's doing great so far. And then I have the Judgment card reversed. I do feel like emotionally you and this other person need to know what both of you need to work on, and I think that is what is the main thing about this energy that I'm feeling. I really feel like you and this person need to know like what you need to sit down and talk about, like planning for the future, but not getting too serious about it, just like having like little conversations that are light-hearted and see where they go. Because if you're afraid to talk because you think it might get too serious and you might have an argument, that's fear-based. I'm like, it's like you're kind of wanting to maybe have not an argument, but you think it might lead to an argument, but you're kind of afraid of it because you don't like confrontation, whatever the but yeah, don't be afraid to talk, because I feel like the two of you need to talk like what's next, okay? Because yes, things are going really well, but what now, okay? Because I feel like a lot of the time you're not seeing why they're in your life, what is lost here within yourself. Like, are you being the one that, whoever is the divine feminine is the one that's kind of like, you know, controlling the relationship, not in an unhealthy way, in a kind of a healthy way, but it's just like, maybe the divine masculine should kind of, you know, stop feeling sorry for themselves. I don't know. But yes, I'm going to move these out of the way actually and just keep going. I just want to now kind of talk about something else. All right. And I'm using this other deck actually as well. Hold on, sorry. So the next two cards, I have the Four of Cups and I have the Six of Cups. And hold on. Okay, I have the Healer. I'll show the cards in a minute. Oh my god, I've literally just been talking about that. And the Nine of Coins. Ooh, I like this. Okay. I do really think that you are you are a healer. You've got the Healer card, okay, here. You or them, sorry. There I go again. Someone in the relationship here is the healer, is the one that, soothes with the honey feeling. I'm feeling honey. Like, makes everything nice and smooth, okay? Because I have Four of Cups. So someone in the relationship is kind of like, doing things that aren't always good for them, like contemplating like, I don't like this about my life, I'm not getting things done, I'm just constantly moving on to the next thing and not focusing on what I need to be doing. And you're kind of the person that's always there, like giving the healing advice, and it's kind of like you are the queen bee, or I'm saying you again, sorry, that is what I'm feeling, you're the queen bee, okay? I have the Six of Cups here as well, so someone really, really feels like you both have this, like, I don't know, urge to connect with your past in some way. Someone in the relationship wants to connect with their past, so something, maybe you knew each other in the past and maybe you want to go visit again, or it's just something like I think there's a talk about going back to a point in your life where both of you had something in common, something along those lines. So there is a feeling of I'm feeling like a city vibe as well, like either somewhere like big, like Milan, New York, Japan, or even here London. Maybe, I don't know, some of you want to come to London, don't come right now because it's a bit windy and rainy here. And I also have the Nine of Coins, and for me it's like, the way I looked at this is like, you've went through so many challenges and got up this tower, up and up and up and up, and now it's kind of like it's at the point now where it's like, what next? And it's kind of like a bit of a shock to the system. You don't know what to expect next. Okay, put those to the side. Okay, I have the Six of Pentacles here. I feel like you need to now start paying attention on finances, and what needs money and what doesn't need money, because I feel like, well, pull one of these. Okay. The Primal Forest. This kind of makes sense to what I feel like sometimes someone in the relationship has this habit of going into this primal forest, and this forest for me is going within yourself, and for me all the leaves are dead. It's just this really kind of like gloomy dark forest, and it's not very clear what direction they should be going. So it's kind of like at the minute that's where it is. It's a bit of a lost forest. So someone should start thinking about the other person, because I feel like the other person maybe is good at organizing things, and I feel like the other person is like buying things that they don't need, or things that they don't need right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Think about the things that you need now and Pay attention to that. Don't pay any attention to the things that are not needed yet, okay? So what do you need right now to make things stable? Because you're lost in this forest and you're trying to find answers to what you need next, but you, or them, sorry. And then the other person have the devil reversed. And let's see what we have here. The 5 of Spears. Okay, that goes really well together. Sorry, my housemate is home. I have the devil reversed and I have the 5 of Spears, so I kind of feel like they are battling something. This is their own thoughts, so this isn't like external bad habits, this is internal bad habits. And then we have the 5 of Spears, so it's like they are really battling some sort of like depression or anxiety. Okay, cool. What next? Let's just pull 3 more cards. Okay, so I have the 2 of Wands, I have the Empress, and I have the Fool reversed. So I really feel like it's time to let go of these negative thoughts. So whoever is having the negative thoughts, or you're both kind of just like, what next? I feel like, is that a clock? It's something. It looks like kind of like a clock. So it's like time is ticking and you're both wasting time when you could be on a different path completely. You could be moving on to the next step. And when I say moving on to the next step, I see the Empress here. So it could be that maybe you want to plan to have a family, and that is something that you need to focus on. So it's creating something new and creating a new... Also, if any of you are into magic, maybe that can be a thing that you can help them. You could help them out with a little bit of magic, with some juju. And as well with the Fool card here, reversed, I feel like no matter what you do, and no matter what you think might go wrong, it's not going to go wrong. Because I'm picking this Fool card reversed up as like, take every risk that you can. Both of you will do whatever it takes. So it's like, I feel like if you decide let's say for example, let's have a child, the other person will be like, okay, I'm nervous though, do you know what I mean? They'll still go with it. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Lastly, I'm going to pull one more from this oracle deck. So we have Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, Healing from Heartache. So I'm remembering that wound from that Strength card. So someone is healing from a broken heart here. So for me, it could be a loss of a relationship, loss of a marriage, something, or literally losing someone that was in their life and now has passed away. So I hope you enjoyed this pile number 1, group number 1, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Hello, group number 2, who chose the Deviant Moon, tarot deck. Let's see what's the future of this relationship. I'm just going to quickly shuffle the decks that I'm using. And then we will get started. Also, the cards, I'm just going to be throwing the cards on the table. This isn't going to be done in a pretty way. I'm sure a lot of you just want the message. So, and if you do care about aesthetics, please let me know. Sometimes I'm not sure what to do, if to make my videos pretty or to not make them pretty, or just do whatever the hell I want. But anyway, that's all said and done now. So the first card I have is the Knight of Swords. So I feel like at the minute there may have been some arguments and things might have gotten a bit heated over something. I also might feel that someone might have walked out, so it might have been like, it felt like a breakup, but it's still not really, it feels like nothing's really sure. So some of you may have broken up, some of you may have had an argument or whatever. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up there. The next card I have is the Three of Pentacles reversed. So it's like, yeah, some of you, I feel like, may also have had issues with people at work as well. There may have been some gossip going around. There also may have been some struggles with the other person's family. That's what I'm feeling. It just feels like the communication here is kind of getting a little bit out of hand. Like, people are saying things that aren't true. People are saying things just to cause drama. And that's kind of, for me, it feels kind of like why that Knight of Swords is there is kind of like someone got angry because of things are just going where they're not meant to be going. And they're like, no, I'm running away from that drama. So, the next card I have is the Sun card. So it's like, I do really feel like you two are both very hot-headed people. And I feel like this is probably not the first time this has happened. But what I will say is, like, yes, this is something that you both find exciting, maybe. And things usually do end up being okay. And also, I feel like when the two of you are, like, you know, doing the naked dance together, things are really good. So yeah, I'm not sure if that is what needs working on. Like, you can't just have sex when you're angry. Oh my god. And as I pull this card, okay, I have the Five of Wands reversed. So it feels like me, like what I just literally just said, it feels like arguments is something that excites you, because this for me is like, no, but because it's reversed, I'm picking up like sometimes the arguments is what keeps you like, oh yeah, this is exciting. But I just don't like that people are talking, okay? Because people are kind of projecting their kind of energy onto your situation as well, and that's where, so just don't always tell people. If you end up like sorting things out, just don't start telling people like what actually happens when you're in a relationship, because people don't always understand. People are like, oh, I bet you they, like, you know, get physical with each other and hit each other and blah 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 blah. If that is the case, you really need to get off of these pick a card readings and go literally talk to someone who can help you, because I'm not able to actually help you. So talk to someone that actually can help you. So if that actually is something, that's for a very small portion of you, because for me the whole vibe of this is kind of like not physical, but it's kind of like that rough kind of like sexual energy that excites, keeps this relationship kind of like bad but good, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's pick an... Okay, so I have the Nine of Cups. So for someone, they've literally wished for this to happen. They've literally asked either the universe, or someone has like either a friend or someone has literally been the matchmaker, and it's kind of like, wow, you wanted someone like this and I got you someone like this, so there you go. So that's kind of what I feel about that card. So someone has literally gotten what they wanted. And then the Five of Cups, it's like you've had two, I feel like you've had, either you or they have had two really bad relationships, and then now this relationship is kind of good, but it could end up being one of those spilled cups. But don't worry, there's 2 cups here, so let's like, you know what, if this doesn't work out, there is plenty more opportunities there. So just, you know, look back at it now and decide where you want this to go. And that snake for me is very strong again, because it's kind of like, you wanted, for me it feels like you or they wanted someone a bit more exciting and bad. I'm not saying that you're bad or they're bad, but you know, that kind of like something very intriguing about them. I have the Empress card here as well. So for me, the feminine in this is very attractive. The divine feminine is very, very attractive. So both of you see each other as like the perfect match. Like, I couldn't have gotten, well, this I'm not sure, like, you got what you wished for and they got what they never thought they could get, kind of. Yeah. And lastly, I have the Prince of Coins. For me, this kind of is like, they're always trying to respect you, or the other person is trying to show respect. And sometimes it feels like things don't make sense. And sometimes it feels like things are going really slow. So someone in the relationship needs to kind of stop that, because things are going slow, okay? And when you make a fuss over something, you or them, someone is making fuss over something silly, you kind of need to say, is this behavior okay? Like, do we need to act like this all the time? Because for me, it's like, the reason things are going slow is because you or they don't know what direction they want to go. So it feels like, even though you're sort of acting and trying to act like move quickly, blah 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 blah, you take 2 steps back, because it's just like, what direction do you want to go? Okay. So for me, it's like, it's good that things are moving slowly. Take it slow, okay? Don't try and force anything, okay? Next I have, oh my god, I have the 10 of Swords and I have the 10 of Spears. Okay, someone is literally bottling something up. Someone is not talking, okay? And it's going to get really, really bad. Someone definitely needs to pay attention to this right now, because you're going to end up, I feel like you're either taking on all of their energy, or they're taking on all of your energy. Someone here is literally being the sponge. You're literally like sucking up all the emotions, all the everything. You're literally being that sponge in the relationship, you or them, sorry. And it's literally, little by little, wounding you. This needs to be dealt with, oh whoa, big time. And it's like, look, in a box, so you're keeping it contained, and then this knight is like literally holding on to them, as if they were to let them go, they would literally be vulnerable and out in the open, and anything, they could just, you know, drop dead. Someone could literally shoot them from afar. It's like, they're like, oh, I've got all the spears, but you don't have anything to shoot. You don't have the armor or the, you know, balls to actually shoot someone over here. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, fight with whatever's going on here. I'm not saying fight back with them. I'm just saying you need to deal with it. So talk to someone. I have the Knight of Wands, and oh my god, Knight of Wands and the Tower. I'm looking at this pest, and I'm looking at this octopus. Someone is falling from that tower. Okay. What I'm picking up is, if whoever is not communicating about how they're feeling, once that happens, so you need to work on this, you or they need to work on this, because either you or them are going to literally, like, everything is going to come crashing down. And that Knight of Wands for me is like, let's get out of here. Someone had fallen from the tower and they are literally screwed. There is a huge octopus there. That, for me, it's like that. For me, it's like all of their worst fears are out there. And like the fear of this energy being reflected right back at them, because this energy for me feels like it's been put on someone, and then when they let it out, the other person will run. So this sounds very silly of me, because I said, you know, deal with this, but I'm feeling like it doesn't need to be dealt with this person, because this person here, it's their energy. So you need to let this out in some other way. You need to talk to someone, go get like counseling or something, or literally just you or them needs to sort that out. If it is the other person, I think it is you though. If it is the other person, you need to also state like, listen, you can't always say these things to me, because you know, little by little, just don't say nothing, but don't literally say that's so confusing. Don't say everything. Like, just don't lose the absolute shit with the person. But yeah, the Knight of Wands, it's literally running away because they don't see themselves facing it, because this is their fear. They're always attached to this. And the tower, it's like, it feels like, so for me it feels like someone is dealing with mental health issues over here, and this person has always known that and always trying to support them, but now it's kind of, you know, they are starting to have the problems. Next, what do I see? Okay, I'm seeing, okay, what you need to let go of the thought that you will never work out with this person. Okay, someone isn't having this thought that this would never work out. You know, why are we even pretending to be happy? Like, family, da 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 da. Families as well may be a big thing here. So whatever religious factors, or like, you know, it's something, either religion or like even money, some family issues here is what I'm saying. So just trying to let go of that. Just, if there's mums and dads trying to get involved in this relationship, tell them to, you know, deal with their own issues, because, you know, I have the Three of Wands here. Start, you know, thinking about the little things that can work for right now. Okay, so think, what tiny steps can I take to get to the bigger outcome? Okay, and these are going to come very natural to you, because I see this is like, all you have to do is go with your gut. This is actually coming out of his belly button. So yeah, focus on that. Okay, and then the outcome of that, I have the Star reversed, and the way that I'm picking that up is, you'll start to connect back, or they will start to connect back. Someone will start to understand themselves again, and it really feels like a big huge like, it feels like that Tower card, it feels like a huge relief, but it could be a little bit hard on the person. That whoever had that Tower card, it feels like that's like, okay, look, you know, not everything is as awful in the sea. There is some really nice fish in there, but you're expecting everything to just attack and, like, you know, suck the life out of you. Okay, stop. And I have this as an oracle card: out, trick or treating. We are here. The way I am looking at this is literally Halloween. So people not showing their true selves, people acting as if they are someone else. So whoever is being, you know, someone's being out of character here. So this, for me, is the future of this relationship is unmasking all of the things that need to be unmasked. So this could be a little bit tough. And if you would like a personal reading on this, if you're still a little confused, the link is down below. And I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. So pile number 3, or group number 3, sorry, and anyone that has chosen the Spellcaster's Tarot, I'm just going to quickly shuffle the decks, sorry, that I'll be using. Just saw the sun card. Popped out, but I put it back in. Okay. Right. So, actually I need to shuffle this as well. Sorry. Okay. First card I have here is the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and I'm feeling like something in this relationship has kind of not went so well in your finances. So either someone has either lost a job, or you just lost some money and you're just kind of trying to get that back together again. So I feel like that is something that needs to be worked on, is like worrying about losing money. This relationship it's not about both of you having an equal income. For me, because and then I have the Two of Swords here, and it's like a lot of the time I feel like in this relationship you talk about money a lot and how you can both kind of, like, you know, if you have that, then maybe we can go on a trip and but like, you're in a relationship, you know, you're never going to be, you know, having the exact same income, or you're not going to, you know, be always able to do the same things or buy the same things. Okay, so, like, you know, that's something that I feel like needs working on with this relationship. But if this is coming up, it doesn't, this is good. Let's just say this is good. Okay, I have the Two of Cups here, and what I'm seeing from this being reversed, it's like maybe there's not enough action going on here. The sexual energy for me feels a little bit low, and it's kind of like you're stepping into that, like, you know, becoming more of, you know, that friendly relationship where you're like, oh, we're really good friends. Yeah, that's not a word you want to use. So yes, start doing things as a couple again, and not always focusing on having money to do these things. The next card I have is the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant, I'm seeing that you both are a very good match for each other. It's just someone is hasn't got past a lesson, so they're still kind of needing to learn a lesson here, and that for me is why the money, whoever is the one struggling with the money, might not be you. I feel like it's the person who is holding on to the money. They're the one that has the issues here that they need to learn about. Sorry. Go within and learn what it means to them. Like, it could mean anything. It could mean that, like, if they just stop thinking about money all the time, everything would just flow a lot more easily to the person that is struggling with the money. Okay, so it's kind of like whoever has more money, they're stopping the other person from, you know, attracting that abundance. So they need to work on that, because that's kind of annoying for me. It's like, you know, sometimes that person might be a little bit selfish but not realize it. Weird. What? Okay, I have the moon, and I have the moon reversed and upright. Really feel like whoever is the more spiritual one here, you are not. It's really, really good that you're open about your spiritual path. You're not hiding anything. You don't have any secrets. You're just like, you know, trying to wake the world up, wake your partner up, and literally you're kind of like, you've got this river of water here between you, and it's kind of, you're both looking at each other, and it's like, I really feel like a perfect match. You're literally like a perfect match for each other, but you're constantly trying to like see through each other. And this is the link. It feels like the link is soulmates or something like that. Link here for me is like realizing that you are both meant to be together. And what's, for me, what works really well is that you are making sure that you keep working spiritually on when they're not able to do it, or you, whoever is the spiritual one here, whoever keeps working on their spirituality, that is working really well, and keep going with that, because little by little they're also waking up, okay? And little by little they'll realize they can just climb over the pyramid and be like, hi bitch. Okay. And I have the Seven of Swords and I have the Four of Swords. So I really feel like with this card, it's like this guy here looking at the wolf, and funny, we have the wolf here. So they're kind of like, you know, they've lit the fire, the wolf's asleep, nice and warm, and now they're kind of leaving. So it's kind of like this person is kind of taking most of the things that they want to say and, you know, disposing of them somewhere. They're going out there into the woods, or this isn't the woods, into the mountains, and they're going to get rid of these swords that they don't need. And then I kind of look at this like as a rebirth in some way. No, this is the Four of Swords, which is kind of about like, you know, peace, having a peaceful life. And that's kind of, these two cards are very, you know, vibing, because we have that peaceful wolf here. So they're kind of like, you know, trying not to open up too much about things. They have one sword left here, so it's like, yeah, they're open to a little bit, like, you know, talking a little bit about things, and they'll be back. They're not leaving for good. They've left their sword, so they're just kind of, you know, going to deal with their own shit, go to their little graveyard where they like to go to, you know, be by themselves. So whatever it is that they do by themselves, let them do that by themselves. Don't wake up and go chasing them, you know, let them kind of be. And that is what's really, really working, is you both respect each other's space. Okay, now the last few cards I'm going to pull, hold on, I need to check my notes because I don't know what. Okay, the last two things is like what you need to let go of, focus on, and outcome. Sorry for my really bad writing. I literally just scribbled that down. So I have the Knight of Wands here. I have the Eight of Swords, and I have the Three of Cups. This is good. This is good. Maybe there has been a bit of like jealousy sometimes. But things are changing. Okay. I really think that you need to, I think both of you need to stop worrying so much about one of you leaving each other, okay? If that happens, for me, it feels like it's not long term, you know. I literally see like a couple of months. If it ever does end, I feel like it would be like for a couple of months, or like you literally, I feel like this is the kind of relationship that says, I need a break, go take a break, and that's fine, okay? But let go of, that's what I feel like would happen. But what you need to focus on is letting go of breaking up forever, okay? Because I don't feel like that's going to happen for you. I feel like this is the one. But anyway, doesn't matter if it is the one or it's not the one. You just need to let go of thinking about breaking up or whatever. Because I feel like you trust this person. And the minute that you start to do that, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. It's like things will start moving. Things won't get stuck. Things won't be stuck anymore, and you won't know where things are going and what direction. And all of your own thoughts will start to kind of be a lot more easier to listen to. Like, you're not going to want to be in this energy when you're just literally, you've got you and your own thoughts and you're constantly like, so whoever is constantly getting stuck in the same routine, you or them, that won't happen anymore, is what I'm feeling. And then I have the Three of Cups. So I feel like what will eventually start to happen is once you both just accept that you are a good match, is that's when you can kind of invite other people into, I'm not saying like, you know, maybe for some people that is when you can maybe, you know, start being more adventurous with your relationship, you know, inviting someone else into this equation. But that's not what the main thing I'm seeing here. The main thing here is like, you completely trust this person. You'll trust this person around all of your friends. If you've got a really good looking friend and they're literally sitting on their lap, you will not be judging them. You'll be like, they will never, ever, ever, you know, disrespect me like that. And it's kind of like, I'm looking at this river again, which, where is that card? Can't bloody find it now. You know the one I was talking. God, the moon card. So for me, it's what I'm looking at, this river again, and it's kind of like someone's going to come out of that door, come down the river, and you're going to be like, what? So that's what I'm feeling, okay? So I'm feeling that in time, either friendships or another potential love interest is going to kind of make this relationship a lot stronger. And love interest could also be things that both of you love, not just having, you know, not sexually. It could be something like loving to go meet new people, or loving to go on new adventures, or whatever. Just everything will start to come together is what I'm feeling here. But yeah, thank you so much. Pile number 3. Oh, actually, sorry, I have one more oracle card to pull here. Oh, literally as I looked at this, I seen soulmates, but I was, okay, magical space clearing time. Take whatever resonates, but for me, that's literally what is going on here. Okay? You're clearing a lot of things up here. We're waiting for whatever is meant to come out from this pyramid and start floating downstream for both of you to connect. It's just, you know it's right, but you just don't know why you can't, you know, link together. But for me, spiritually, you're already linked. Physically, it feels like you're just like, not sure. Spiritually, you are a matching pair, or even stronger than that. Okay? Okay. But yeah, okay. Thank you so much for watching grip number 3, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.